Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. So when I got off work today, I came home and actually I jumped in the pool first. I was going to say came right out here, but I actually jumped in the pool and I was sitting there relaxing, thinking on what I was going to show you guys tonight. So I came out to my craft room and prepped this whole project, and then I got thinking, no, I didn't want to do that today. So then I started from scratch and came up with something that is so cute and it is so fitting. I really needed to send a couple cards out, just sending hugs. So that is what we're going to be playing with tonight. It is called Sending Hugs. That's exactly the name of it. So I am just going to chit chat for a few minutes until some of our friends log on. Hello, Karen. Yellow. I'm actually wearing yellow today. Hello, Teresa, Aunt Tammy, Valerie. Hello, everybody. So hopefully everybody's had a good day. I had to be at work pretty early this morning, but I was able to get dinner in the crock pot. So when we got home and it was dinner time, it was actually pretty convenient. Just whip it out of the crock pot and yeah, it was super yummy. So anyway, hello, Susan, Anna, Lisa. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to flip you over. It looks like some of our friends have logged on. And I just want to show you in the catalog on page 19. I don't know if many of you have seen this. I actually haven't seen a lot of videos and tutorials and stuff out on this set. But I needed to send a couple cards that said hugs. And I thought it was perfect because it says sending you hugs and kisses. Oh, there's the and kisses. So it has lots of sentiments that you can use with the phrase hug. And in the die set, you have the hugs itself with all the flowers that you could literally definitely color these flowers as well. But I'm not. I'm going to use something different. And then you can just die cut the word hugs and put it on your card if you don't want to color the flowers. And then you have some leaves and some sentiment borders. And we're going to be using this guy tonight and this one and maybe this one. We're going to see how that works. So those are the dies we're going to use. Let me get this out of the way so I don't lose them. And let me grab this stamp set. So this is the stamp set. Let me scooch you in a little bit. Okay, there we go. So it says sending hugs and you have all the stamp sets and it matches the dies perfectly. So there is that, and let me show you the designer series paper we're going to be using. So I know I've actually used this quite a bit, but it is a pack that you can get only if you host your own show or if you host a workshop. And it comes with 4 sheets of each of the designer series paper. Let me get the name of it. It is called Pattern Party Designer Series Paper. And the one side's black and white, and the other side is all of our amazing colors. So let's see, who else just logged on? Heather logged on, Jane logged on, Bev, Darlene. Hello, ladies. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. So you know how I said I'm not going to be coloring the full dies? I decided to use our glimmer paper. And I have to say, by far, Stampin' Up! Has the best glimmer. They have the best of everything. But their glimmer paper is absolutely beautiful. And if you rub on it, it doesn't come off on your hands like other companies does. So that is what we're going to be playing with. So let me bring in the card. Now I will say, when I bring in the card, isn't it beautiful? Absolutely stunning, right? I did make one mistake, and we're not going to do that on the cards we're going to be making. And I'll show you what my mistake was. I only put one dimensional on the back of this guy, and he kind of just is not super straight. So I think once it goes in the mail, it's going to totally be cattywampus. So I actually might take those 2 off and put another dimensional on there. Even though it's super tiny, I thought one would be enough, but it isn't. So this is the card we're going to be making. And I thought we could do a tiny bit different to see how we like it on the one we're going to be doing first. Okay, so I have some of our beautiful, oh my goodness, I just lost the name of it. It's blue, Night and Navy. Whew. That was hard for me to remember. So we have the Night and Navy glimmer paper. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and do some die cutting. So we're going to die cut this guy out. And I remember how I said I wanted to use just the hugs. I think I'm going to die cut the hugs and see what it looks like to overlay the glimmer paper so we just have the flowers as the glimmer paper. So we're going to give it a try. But before I bring out the Boss machine, I thought we could go ahead and stamp our sentiments, and then we will die cut everything at once. And I made sure I had everything, and lo and behold, I do not have my ink. So I'll tell you actually why I don't have the ink, because I am mailing these guys out, so I stamped all of my envelopes with my address on it, and I took all of my ink back over to the other area, my craft room. So we may not be stamping on our first one tonight. Oh my goodness. When you think you have everything prepared, lo and behold, you don't. Okay, so I scooted you back just a hair so you can see the embossing machine. Let me bring in all of the pieces. We're actually making 3, hopefully if we have enough time. And those ones are already pre-stamped because I didn't think you guys wanted to sit and watch me stamp and die cut every single one of them. So I did pre-do the other 2. But trying to be organized and put things away when I'm done using it bites you in the rear sometimes. Okay, so there is the hugs out of the glimmer paper. And then I'm not going to die cut this one up in the corner because this is one of our layering pieces. So I'm going to do it from the middle because you're never going to see it. Okay, so run it back through just for good measures. And we are done with our embossing machine. Let's grab all of these guys. And look how pretty the hugs is. Oh, there was actually a lady on Facebook that made different words out of these. And they were actually pretty cute. So you could cut this off and you could make a C out of it. I think it was Hush, H-U-S-H, yeah. So you just die cut another H. So you could definitely do some fun words with it. Okay, so let's get all of this together. So I have a piece of Whisper White, and this measures 4 1/4 by 11. Let me scoot you back in a little bit. Well, maybe, there we go. So I have a piece of basic white, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it right in half. So I'm just going to line up the edges and give it a nice good crease. I didn't forget my bone folder today. Everything else I did. Okay, so now this is a piece of the Designer Series paper. On the original card, I used the black and white, the little polka dots. But this one, I really liked the contrast of the blues. So that is why I'm going to pick that side. And I'm using all 4 colors of the glimmer paper. So we'll have different ones that you guys can pick which one is your favorites. So let's flip this over, and you see how I cut from the middle of my layering piece. No one is ever going to know that that is right there unless you tell them. So this is going to get glued on. Perfect. And then I won't lie, this little guy is a moment, but sometimes it's well worth it. So I'm just going to come in and poke a couple of these corners just to lift it up. And it came out pretty easily. I didn't have any issues getting it out. But what's left is all the inner pieces. So it was a moment to sit and poke all these guys out. If you have your brush, you could run your brush over the die and it'll pop them out. But we'll save that for another day. So you literally just have to come in with your poker tool and just get a couple of these little doodads out. It really wasn't tragic. So there's those. There's a couple right here. Oh, that guy doesn't want to come out. There we go. So that's it. Get all the shrapnel out of the way so it's not interfering with our card. So I wanted to show you how I adhered this also. So you can flip it over and put the mini dimensionals on here, but I felt the mini dimensionals were a tiny bit too big as well. So I brought in our foam shaker adhesive strips. So I'm just going to, actually I'm going to cut these so it's a tiny bit easier to work with. So I just cut those, and now I have tiny little strips. Well, maybe, there we go. And that is what I put over the letters. So this is a smaller strip. It comes, I think you get 3 really long, maybe 12-inch strips. And I just cut one down. Okay, but that came off of that one already. And the nice thing about this is you can bend it to go around your letters. So that's why I liked using this. And let's do one tiny little piece on the G. I'm just going to cut that one more time. And put that right there. Perfect. And you're just going to peel the other side off. There we go. And you could go on every single one. You don't have to. I thought this worked perfect. So I'm going to kind of put that in the center, and we're going to pretend that I already stamped and ran through the sending hugs, and one is going to go up top and the other one's going to go on the bottom. Oh, you know what? We forgot to use these. I don't know if those are going, do you like just having the glimmer paper show through, or should we put, oh, you know what could be cute is doing it in white. Doing it in the basic white so it really pops. Okay, let me do that really quick. We have some extra time since we're not stamping because I was silly and forgot everything. But we're going to still use the piece of white, the basic white that I have already cut. Oh, there it is. I'm like, don't tell me I lost the top of my plates. Okay, let's see what this looks like. We may not even do it. Let's just play. So you guys tell me, give me thumbs up if you guys like this. Well, there we go. And I dropped them. It is going to be one of those days, apparently. I don't know where it went. There it is, as I knock everything over. Okay, so let's see what the basic white looks like on it. So do you guys like just the glimmer, or do you like the little shadow of the white on here? So you guys tell me if I should do white or just leave it the glimmer paper. There we go. Which one do you guys like better? I know there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, Bev, you like the white? Anyone else? Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the white on. So, but remember, nothing sticks to glimmer paper but mini glue dots. So that is something to keep in mind when you are using glimmer paper, is you do have to put the mini glue dots on it. Okay, so there's the H. Perfect. Okay, good. There's a couple people that like the whites. I actually thought it was going to be super cute too, so I'm glad it worked out. And I'm actually just putting a couple on here right now. I'll go back in after the live and put more mini glue dots up underneath. I just don't want to spend the whole 30 minutes on this card. I want to get to the other cards as well. Oops. There we go. Now it's sticking to everything but what I want it to stick to. See, the struggles are real. You guys aren't the only ones that have issues when it comes to stamping and making sure you have all of your tools where you need them. We all struggle. Okay, there we go. So I'll go back in and put some more glue dots on there, but it's super cute, right? And it's so different. And you could definitely color these leaves if you do it on the basic whites, but I loved this card. So here's the original one that is this one is supposed to say sending you hugs and kisses as well, but if you're just logging on, I forgot the stamp sets. So let's do, in the glimmer paper, we have, let's see, we have the Gorgeous Scrape, the Night of Navy, and there's Mango Melody and Poppy Parade. So those are the other two cards we're going to be doing. And when I was going through the designer series paper, I thought the Mango Melody would be perfect with it, but I actually thought it looked a little like you couldn't see it. So then I flipped it over and I was like, wow, that actually does look really cool. So we're just going to go ahead and adhere all of these together. And again, it's the same basic whites. Your layering piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and then your designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. So I did put all of the measurements in the description of the live. So you'll have all of the dimensions if you guys want to make any of these. But I think I forgot to say that in the beginning. So they're really simple to put together. And if you're making a couple of them, 4 or 5, do an assembly line. So cut all of your cardstock, cut it all the size you want it, and then run your hugs through the the embossing machine. I know one of these days I'll remember to call it the actual name and not the old name. So I think these cards would go super duper quick if you do an assembly line. There we go. And I am actually going to grab a mini dimensional just because I only have 3 little pieces left and we have 1 more card to do. But I will show you what I was talking about, how these guys they fit perfectly on there. So you can't see the dimensional through it, but if you put it in specific spots, you would be able to see it. So that's why I decided to use the little foam strips. So peel this off. There we go. We're going to put this right in the middle. Oh, I think that pops so well on the black and whites. And then we have our 2 sentiments that I've already stamped and ran through because I figured you guys didn't want to sit and watch me do it all night, but we didn't even do it the first time. So I am putting 2 mini ones on this guy just because I thought it needed a tiny bit more adhesive on the back. So we're going to put that at the bottom, and this one is going to go up top. So there's 1 and 2. And these guys actually fit really tight as well. Okay, perfect. So there you go. Sending hugs and kisses. I love them. I really cannot believe I've waited this long to use this set. So the last one, I thought bright and cheery, and sending hugs and kisses doesn't always have to be for a sympathy, or you could just really send it to anybody. Oh, I have a little piece stuck in there. Just pull that out, and there's 1 right down there also. There we go. I think that's it. So, thank you, Heather. Thanks, Bev. I really liked all of these bright and cheery colors, and you can really send this for any occasion, not even occasion, just sending hugs and kisses to somebody. But I do have a friend that's in the hospital, so I am going to send one to her. And then I have a friend who had a friend who passed away, so I think one's going to go to her as well. Sorry, there was another little doodad stuck in there. So let's go ahead and assemble. And you could really use the black and white side also. I just liked how bright this side was. There we go. Fold this, line it up at the bottom. Perfect. We are almost done. And look, we didn't even go our full 30 minutes. Oh, well, did I run out of, I think I just ran out of adhesive, but that's okay. I have some Tombow right here. I will finish it up with some Tombow. Make sure it's not upside down. How many of you guys put a card together upside down? Raise your hand. Yes, I totally have. More than once. So let's peel this back off. Yes, I really do think it is. I have not seen a lot of use on it yet, but sometimes some of the things in the catalog are hidden. Like you don't even really see it until somebody uses it, and you're like, oh, I totally missed that. And I didn't miss this in the beginning. I knew I wanted it, but I kind of forgot to use it. There we go. Let's add one more to the other side. Yes, everyone should raise your hand on putting a card together upside down. It only happens to the best of us. That's what I keep telling myself. Okay, so sending you. And it doesn't have to be straight. And I think I might just follow the little lines. Sending you hugs and kisses. There we go. Oh, super stinking cute. I love these guys. Okay, so I think our next card class isn't until the first weekend in July. So I'm actually going to send an email out to see who is going to be in town and if we should even do a class for the first weekend in July. But I really think we're going to be using this set. So if you want to make some of these cards, I don't know which one I love the most. This one is so bright and cheery, and this one is, I just love the purple, gorgeous grape. But this one I love, I don't know which one I like better. I think they all turned out so cute. And it is all using this one pack of Designer Series, or the Glimmer paper. You get all of these colors to make all of these cards. And you wouldn't even have to put or you could do a different color up top. Oh, so cute. Love, 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 love these cards. Okay, that was it. Super cute, super easy, and super fun. Let's see, today's Tuesday, so I'll be back on Thursday. And maybe we'll do the cards I originally planned for tonight's live. Maybe we'll do those on Thursday. We'll see. I don't know what's upstairs yet. We'll see what happens. But anyway, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. The July retreat, I think there's 4 spots left. So if you know anybody that wants to come to the July retreat, let them know they need a RSVP ASAP because I think there's only 4 spots left. Bingo, there's still, I think, 4 or 5 spots for bingo. So if anybody wants to come to that, that is on the 16th, 19th. It's the 3rd Saturday of June. I can't remember the date. But there's still a room available for that one as well. Okay. If you guys need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.